here is the very beginning of Plutus PBL in Andamio, where we have V2 Andamio.io up and running. You can see it's not really styled yet, but a lot of the business logic is here, and we have the ability to play around with it. When we plan a course, the first thing we do is write learning targets, and we organize them into modules. So when we start building a course in Andamio, that's the first thing we do here as well. We create a module. I think it was called Getting Started, but I can always change that later. We can give it a module code and later a description. Fine. Now we've got a module. And now we want to start filling this module with content. What kinds of content? Well, you can see right here, there are two options. You can add a learning target and you can add an assignment. And give me just a second. I have our draft over in Notion. Let me grab the learning targets direct from there. So, oops, it was number 100, not 101. That's great. I can fix that too. Module 100. Okay. Now I can add a learning target, right? And this is the first one we had written when we drafted these. And let me add a couple more just for good measure. Getting free test ADA. And safely storing keys. So obviously you can already see bulk upload is going to be nice. We're working on that. And interact with that. Okay, so these are the first 5 learning targets we had drafted so far over the last few weeks at Gimbalabs Open Spaces. Once we have these, right, we can keep adding learning targets and we can make a new module. What's the next module called? Write your first smart contract. So let's throw that in there just so we can see what that would look like. Add a module, write your first smart contract. That one's going to be number 102. Fine. And we could start filling that one up. Great. Right. A course has many modules. I'm just going to fix that number. Okay. Then when it comes time to an assignment, add assignment, this is where we have to select which of these learning targets are being assessed on the assignment. And we've talked about this one before, right? We're probably not going to directly assess how somebody safely stores their keys. That's a nice supporting learning target to have, but it's not something we're going to measure directly. We could even debate about whether or not we want to say we're measuring these, right? Well, yeah, if you can mint a token, you probably did connect your wallet, right? And you probably got test ADA from the faucet somewhere, right? But are you sure you already know how to do this? Maybe we're not assessing that one yet. And maybe it would be safe to say that we're really directly assessing just 2. And again, we can go back and forth about this, right? And just go back and check different boxes at different times. For now, suppose I leave it like this, and the assignment is called Mint BPBL 2024 token. We can give it an assignment code. Oh, I think it needed a longer assignment code. Yeah, we got to fix that. For now, I'll just call it this. Okay, so now that assignment is created, 2 of the SLTs are being measured. What I hope you're noticing, if you've looked at this before, in any way that we've ever done this before, is that you don't see the word lesson anywhere. Lessons, well, you see it right here. There it is. It's at the top, right? Lessons are not essential. Lessons are optional. What's our goal? It's for people to learn how to do these 5 things. Connect a wallet. Get test ADA so they can use it on pre-prod. Mint a token. If somebody comes to our course and they already know how to connect to pre-prod, do they need a lesson about that? And should our goal be to make sure they looked at that lesson if there is one? Of course not. Right? Our goal is just for people to know this thing. If they learn it here in this course, that's great. But what's the assignment? Oh, they just have to be able to mint a token. As long as they can do that, we're going to say, okay, you got started with this course. So I can go to the assignment, I can edit that. I can see that some of these learning targets are related to the assignment. There they are in green. And others are supporting learning targets, right? They're not highlighted. If there are lessons, we can see those and we can start to add content about this thing as we go. When I want to, I can add lessons. Well, I want to make sure to show somebody how to get this free test data. If I want to do that, I can create a lesson. And now we can start to write it, give it a title, fill in some content, etc. So why am I showing you all of this?